For you guys that don't know, my name is Chris. People call me Voodoo. I'm the president and founder of Voodoo's Garage and VDG Road Rally. I started Voodoo's Garage because I bought a car. That's kind of how this all came to be. I bought a car and started modding it and wanted to go and experience some of the more challenging roads in the country. So, and the thing is there's one thing about going out and driving your car, but it's totally different when you have people that come along with you to enjoy it with. Because going to like Skyline Drive or going to the tail of the Dragon or going out to the back of the Dragon or Route 33 out the Seneca Rocks, West Virginia, enjoying the backcountry roads of the Appalachian Mountains, it's all good and well. But if you don't have friends to enjoy it with, what's the point? And most people are wondering, what the hell is Voodoo's Garage? Voodoo's Garage is a community of car enthusiasts. It's not a car club. It's not. It has no politics, no uh, mandatory regulations like saying you have to come to these many events. We post our schedule out to go out and enjoy some of the most challenging roads in the country, and to take some of the most epic trips that you can do with a car. That's the whole point of this. Like this, that's the whole premise. And people are like, oh, this, that, and the other. You doing it for money? Voodoo's Garage costs money. Costs me money, personally. And honestly, to tell the truth, I wouldn't have it any other way. Because at the end of the day, it's about the purity of driving, of going out, taking your car, and putting it in a place along with other people to do what your car was built to do. I said this all started by me buying a car. And from there, I started modifying the car. And then I started going to different rallies with the car. And that build became kind of got out of hand. That build went from, oh, this car is perfect, which what it was a 2016 Mustang GT 401A car. So it was a premium trim car. And this thing was, I was like, I love the way it looks. I'm not going to change anything. And that lasted about 2 months. And then I started changing the wheels and the suspension. And then I did an NA build on it. And then I did a small blower build on it. And then I did a big blower build on it. And, it ended up, we maxed out the, the capacity for horsepower from the stock Coyote. And to tell you the truth, you'll see her on one of these episodes from Behind the Wheel. She's Voodoo. She's where the namesake of Voodoo's Garage came from. Even though people call me Voodoo, Voodoo is actually the car that we built. That's where Voodoo's Garage came from, is from that car. We started going to events, started going to track days, started doing grudge racing with her. She became pretty well known. I never wanted to be the focus of Voodoo's Garage. But unfortunately, there was no one else that I could actually, there wasn't anyone that I could actually put in that position. Nobody wanted to do it. So we started hosting events on Facebook, and that kind of led from one thing to another. The events got longer distances, events became multiple states, and yeah, it's kind of evolved from there to pretty much what it is now as a full-fledged business. So how this all kind of like went from like going to events and then branching out is I went to different events, different rallies, and they were fun and enjoyable. But going through the events and attending the events, I was like, this could be so much better. I just put it in a position where what I would want to do. and how I would want it to be better. And I mean, I went on a rally to the back of the Dragon, and I'm not going to name the company that I went out there with. Um, it turns out later on I tried to purchase the company because it was just disorganized. And I went to the event, and the hotel rooms were supposed to be paid for, the dinners were supposed to be paid for. There's supposed to be a support truck. The support truck ended up at the destination and not on the rally. It went straight from our launch point to the destination, and like there was two cars that actually broke down and needed help. One of them was one of my cars, Kona, and I had Voodoo out there, so we actually, so there was no support for our vehicles, and you know, and when that happened, the whole rally shut down because they couldn't abandon the cars that broke down. So, and it was the back of the Dragon, and it was a back of the Dragon is a great road. It's similar to the tail of the Dragon, but it's like 30 miles with nobody out there. It starts off in Tazewell, Virginia, and goes all the way into North Carolina, and it is absolute awesome road. But when we got to the destination, it was the Outer Banks, and dinner was supposed to be provided. There's supposed to be a party on the beach. Dinner was 4 pizzas for 20 guests. The party on the beach was a cooler full of like maybe like $150 worth of alcohol and some beer that the support truck ended up drinking half of before we got there. So I was like, you know what? I can do this better, because it got to the point where the actual fun and skill of driving was taken away from the people on that rally. And even though it wasn't much for a cost of a rally, it was over promised and under delivered. And that's one thing that we do at VDG. We under promise and over deliver. And that's kind of like one of the goals that we have set. Every year we try to make it better.
All right, if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Go ahead and subscribe to us if you haven't yet. If you want to check out our events or any of our merch, anything like that, go ahead. We'll either link it down below, or you can search up vdgmedia.com.